Hi. Hi. What's up? Here, let me get us some music. Oh no! Finish. How long does it? Is it? It's okay. I don't think I'm getting anything done with this cue. It's just for shits and giggles, I guess. And yeah, I wanted to play Final Fantasy 14. But there's a really big queue. Ugh. What is it about? You got a Christmas tree for us. Oh my god! No! No! Okay. One moment. Uh, got kicked. I don't think I can get back in time. Just when I started streaming, of course, I get kicked off the game. How annoying. Okay, anyways, hi. Uh Term paper on a novel you oh my gosh, I hate those. You have the bullshit so much. I mean, I hope you don't have the bullshit too much. But like, yeah, English was just like, oh god. Hated it. Hated writing essays. I mean, I did well, but like they were just so annoying. Like I don't care about some of this stuff, I guess, but whatever. No! I can't even get in. This is annoying. Come on! Let me play the most critically acclaimed game. But yeah, so I ran out of my antidepressants last week, and then I felt so off the whole week, and like I didn't stream obviously, so I guess the antidepressants do work. But yeah, I'll try not to forget to get them refilled, because my boyfriend is always so upset, or not upset, I guess he's like, again, you forgot again. um Come on, let's go. um yeah, I feel a bit more normal, I guess, or I could bring myself to stream, I guess. Come on, let me in. And I have like 2-factor authentication too. So I probably lost my spot in the line already. So if you guys wanted to know what happened to me from 2017 to like 2020, this game happened to me. And it's one of like the best things ever. um yeah, I had like a it's really dumb, but uh I had a hard time with like friendship at the time, or like knowing who's like here to just like leech off of me, like genuine friendship. I was just lacking, and I hated that, like, because I was like a YouTuber back then. People, yeah, it's just like I couldn't really figure out like if people were being genuine with me or not, and it was really hard. So playing games sort of like reestablish who I am as like a person. Like if I'm just a person behind the screen, like what am I? I mean, I'm not saying like I'm a good person, but like, or like bad person, but it's nice to know that people genuinely want to be your friend, and or like people hate certain things about you, and I think it really formed my personality sort of, because I don't know if you guys noticed, I do less derp faces, but I also think it's because I had like plastic surgery done, which is why I don't do derp faces anymore. But I learned to how to be funny without facial expressions. Yeah, we are friends. Um, yeah. So I love Final Fantasy 14. A beautiful game. I met a lot of great friends there, like lifelong friends. It also helped me figure out some of my own issues too, I guess, because just like me, like generally, like my issues of socializing, like it helped a lot with that. Oh my god, 2022 meetup, yes. What's the new variant is Omnicron? Um, yeah. There's actually a gear set in Final Fantasy called Omnicron. So I thought that was not that the variant is funny, but the choice of the name was like, huh, Final Fantasy 14. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna try to add like more segments to the stream. So I wrote this down somewhere. Um, oh yeah, I want to do. Oh yeah, wellness check. So that's my wellness check. How have you guys been? What's your mental health, physical health, emotional like wellness check? How are you guys? And then sheet mask segment. Focaccia phone case. Nope. Yes. Yo, this fucking tree is poking me. Where can I put this so it's like... Okay, I wouldn't put it here. Okay, I guess it'll just... On the edge, and it'll fall one of these days. Uh... I have a lot of sheet masks, okay? And I need to use them up. So you guys should apply a mask. What with me? Skincare Sunday. I'm really just lonely during this queue. um, oh yeah, sorry. I was supposed to go on about the other segments. All right. Oh my god. I thought this was a bug. It came off from the little Christmas tree. Okay, so yeah, okay, I wanted to do like a skincare segment, wellness check, and then plant diary, local business feature, and then also a gaming segment, which is this is the gaming segment. Um, yeah, this is the Some by Me Yuja Niacin Blemish Care Serum Mask. Yeah, like, cause here's the thing. So I spent all of my BioClarity pore mask. Thank you, thank you, baby. Put it on. Yeah, like it's just so before YouTube, I was this. Nobody wanted to be friends with me because I was this, like, fat, ugly, and poor girl, like in high school. Like I was invisible to everyone, and then I also had acne, which I was already invisible, but when people did look at me, they just saw my acne and like the yeah, I don't the school I went to kind of sucks cuz I don't know. I didn't value myself at the time to go to a better school. Um I mean, you would have done well in that school if you were popular and like smart, but like if you were just lagging behind, then like no one really gives a shit about you. Even like the counselors, like when I was struggling, they would tell me to like go back to kindergarten because I was skipping school a lot. Anyways, so yeah, I just always had a hard time with like knowing like what people wanted out of me because like when they talk to me, I'd be like, what do you want? I'd like so many alarms in my head just like fire off because it's like, what do you want from me? Because usually people only talk to me when they needed something or if they were desperate and needed like their closet friend. I was a lot of people's closet friend. Like people were ashamed to say they were friends with me because I was because I was fat, poor, and ugly. People just like because like I didn't have like nice clothes and I wasn't like you know, it was. And then when YouTube happened, all these like I don't know if you hear Bingsu like crying. He wants to go out again. I brought him out already. And I played with him. I fed him. Oh my god, it's so cold. Yeah, and then when YouTube happened, these same exact people who high school I thankfully well, not thankfully, but the amount of like I was just skipping in high school, like I wasn't around when my YouTube video went viral. Um yeah, suddenly like everyone wanted to talk to me and I was visible to people, but like these are all fucking clout chasing cunts. And yeah, it just really revealed a lot of people's personality, I guess. And yeah, and then YouTube was a big struggle too. So I like at first, of course, I wanted a community with you guys, but then because you know the video went viral and like everybody has a fucking opinion, and then of course back then I was not used to being. I went from being in the dark to be like in the spotlight. I did not know how to handle it. I don't think I even processed what happened to me. Um, but yeah, YouTube sucked too, cause uh like of course I met YouTubers who were really really great friends, like Rena and I we did drift off, but whenever we do talk, like it's like we picked up where we just left off, and yeah, it just I learned that every community has like just shitty people and good people, and like no matter how many communities you go through, like those people are always going to be there. So you have to learn how to make boundaries and let the right people in. Um, what am I going on about? Okay, sorry. Uh, yeah. So YouTube, oh my god, fucking YouTube beauty community, like lifestyle beauty community, like it's just all high school girl drama crap, and it's yeah. And then I got really upset because like it was just so two-faced, and it was, I don't know, I didn't know where I fit in. And then I tried gaming and felt kind of like I belonged, or at least like when I speak to other people on Final Fantasy, like we're all struggling with the same thing, and everyone it, Final Fantasy has a lot of nice people. Well, I mean, there's a lot of toxic people too, but yeah, I went on a tangent, but I was kind of worried this was gonna sting my face. 10 to 20 minutes. Yeah. Sorry, how are you guys? um yeah, I don't know. Let's see. And then when I went to school after I was done being a neat and just gaming all the time, I went to school, and yeah, of course, like I'm really glad I saw the world, and like I didn't go to school or uni like right after high school. Um cuz I always felt like it wasn't right for me. And then I went cuz I was like I need to see if it actually isn't for me. And yeah, it really isn't for me. University is not for me. Um and even like the people I met there, it's still the same shit. Like there's gonna be so many different types of people. You just have to learn how to protect yourself. um right. Okay. So, um plant diary feature, I guess. So, I got this at Rona. I got it cuz of the pot. And I remember saying that I will decorate for Christmas somehow for the holidays. So this is one of them. And then I guess I should do something here. But yeah, this is like a lemon cypress. Like if you rub the foliage, it smells like lemons. Um, so I'm gonna do a 2-in-1 for the plants. So I'm made an order. Hi. So I made an order from the shop is called Grow For It. They sell plants and pottery, and it's nice. So I made an order with them through Plant Runs, which is also another business in Ontario where they basically help deliver plants and help with exports, and it's really great. It's been really great during the pandemic, and yeah, check them out if you guys are in the GTA in Ontario. So Grow For It, I picked up a Monstera Deliciosa, my very, very, very first one. Um, yeah. I want like a Monstera albo in the future, and a lot of people online were saying just to practice. Hi, Poulette, Paulette. How do you pronounce it? Yeah, people like the plant channels I follow. Um, Most of them just say practice with the regular version before you get like the variegated version. I mean, like, yeah, don't go straight into the variegated one. But yeah, this is my first Monstera Deliciosa, and I'm really excited. And then I also picked up Skindapsis Jade Satin. I got this for a reasonable price. Skindapsis Jade Satin, I have a lot of Scindapsus. Like these have survived my neglect. And then I also got I can't pronounce this, Monstera siltipicana. This is also like I think this is also a rare one just because, like, I think it's making its way into North America. So here's the thing. These actually came infested with webbing. And then I contacted Grow for It. I was like, I didn't even like say anything in particular. I was like, hey, I just received my order, inspected it, and there are webs. Like I don't know what I wanted from them. Like I just wanted to tell them that there were webs. Like I wasn't expecting like a refund or anything, but they gave me a partial refund and then they instructed me how to get rid of the pests, and then they also gave me like a shipping discount for the future. So that was really nice of them, and yeah, check out Grow for It. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know if you guys want to see the webs or if you can see the webs. Hi, Bingsu. Do you guys see him? Hi. Bye. Aw, bye, Maggie. Good luck. Thank you for dropping by. Yep, so 2 local business features, plant runs and Grow for It, and then plant features. Yeah. um Hey, look, we're making some type of progress. 2,936. I mean 63. Okay, let me put these back. Oh, the face mask I'm using right now is this. Oh, it's flipped. Hold on. I flipped the camera horizontally because it needs to be mirrored for me or I get really confused. Flipped horizontal. There we go. I really don't like the way I look mirrored, or like the correct way. What you guys see. Some by me, niacin. Yeah, it's good so far. I do really like this brand. So before I had to like pull out from like the beauty store, this was the brand that we like stocked up the inventory for. But yeah, I mean, hopefully like when I'm mentally better, I can start up the beauty store again because that's still something I'm interested in eventually. But I wanted to make sure like I was like, who the fuck am I doing like all this shit for, you know? Like I can't say me because it's never like I hate doing shit for myself. I know I should, but I don't want to. And then like I yeah, just I pulled out last minute. But I still want to start it up again and continue when I am in a better place mentally, which we are getting there. We are getting there. I progressed a lot since last year, in my opinion. So I actually realized, like I mentally came like a long way, and like 10-year-old me would have been somewhat impressed by me. Like I don't know. Hold on. let me double check how to pronounce this word. I'm pretty sure it's just. I'm pretty sure it's just narcissist, right?
Narcissist.
Yeah, okay, I don't know why I thought it was something else. So I mean, like, my life's not where I want it to be, but it's way better than what it used to be. And I didn't realize until like a past narcissist tried to like come back into my life, and I was just I was like, I do not hate myself that much to let this person back in. Ignore. And I'm so glad I have like my best friend and like my boyfriend to like tell me like, no, fuck this bitch. Block, delete, continue with your day. Like, you don't need this bitch in your life. Like, bye. And like, I'm really thankful for that. But I was like, oh, I feel so bad for them if that's how they feel, right? Because like narcissists will like hoover you. I learned that term, that like they will hoover you. And I don't know, I just had all these red flags going off, right? Like, if I had to ask, then the question is probably no. Like, should I do this? Like, if I have to ask, like, should I do XYZ? If I have to ask, the question is probably no. Yeah, because I was like, oh, my friend was referring it to like a lettuce piece of lettuce in like your hamburger, and she was like, seems like a good idea, but could do without it. And yeah, she just made it clear, like, if you do it, like, who's it for you, for her? You have to make that, like, make sure. And yeah, absolutely not for me, because I realized, like, I like, my life's pretty okay. It's content. Like, of course, like, I deal with like mental health stuff, but I've come a long way. Like, I don't have um like, I have, my dad loves me, my boyfriend loves me, Bingsu loves me. You guys like are still here supporting me, even though like I've been gone for so long, and like I really really appreciate it. And I was thinking, like, how far do I want to take this like streaming thing? Because I mean, I'm not saying like I'm gonna like blow up in the future, or like we're gonna have like a lot of viewers, but I really like our community aspect right now. And like, I have good friends, I have like you guys, the Discord, and like, it's, everything's pretty much okay. But yeah, big boy, like, grown up decisions were being made. Yeah, don't, I just want to say that you will truly see someone's like true colors. You would see someone's true colors after you've rejected them. Um, like, like this. Okay, if someone rejected me, I would never ever blow up their like, I would never harass them. I would never blow up their like social media DMs, and I would like never just do those type of things if someone just genuinely doesn't want you in their life, and like you haven't spoken in like 10 years. Like, you don't owe anybody, just saying. Um you don't owe them a friendship. You're a different person, blah blah blah. Where was I going with this? Um oh yeah, so nasty after being rejected, and I'm so happy like they are not in my life. Like, thankful. So thankful. Like, this was the female narcissist that I grew up with, and then I am living with the male one. Um yeah, and then I realized, um cuz there were cuz okay, um I realized like through like seeking out like counselors, therapists, and psychiatrists, like which what was I missing in each. Because I think finding like counselor, therapist, or psychiatrist is really hard to match up because it took me so long to even get to this point to get like actual professional medical help. Um, so I personally I realized that I had mommy issues. Um, so finding a psychiatrist that was filling because I was missing that from my life, like a firm mom figure that is like, hey honey, like you fucked up but I still love you, let's figure this out. I never had that from my actual mom. She just told me I was better. I mean, Atasio was better than me, like very just abusive, like not helpful. And when I found that psychiatrist, like it just it like everything she said, um like I think it absorbed. But then the psychiatrist I saw before that was this like angry dad, like sort of vibes, and like he was just so disappointed in me every time I told him stuff, and like I just really did not like it. Um, Hi Nat, thank you. Heart to you too. And then my therapist I saw. So my counselor is like from U of T, was like a co-founder for the clinic, which I then saw my therapist at. So my counselor and my therapist, no, sorry. So my counselor at first, she was filling that like best friend void I didn't have, cuz like every time like I had like a best friend, like they really weren't, cuz I was there like yeah, like you're like a Tasio is better than you. Like a dog would at least greet me at the door, and I didn't know that like my that I okay, I just knew I didn't go through any like childhood physical abuse, and I'm very thankful for that, but I didn't know that emotional and mental abuse in your childhood is also very bad. Um, yeah, I learned a lot. um, just about like childhood trauma, especially when I was diagnosed with unspecified childhood trauma, and I started looking into it, and there are a lot of great sources on the internet for that, and I was just like, whoa! And I remember my therapist telling me, um, you have an inner child that you need to take care of if your parent figures were not there for you. So I get very scared of like loud noises because it would be dead silent in my house, and then my parents would erupt in like arguments. So I get like an adrenaline like fight or flight whenever I hear a loud noise, and it would be so bad that like my heart would beat so hard. Like I don't know why I'm like stuttering right now. Um, Breathe. I forgot what I was trying to say. Um, think faster. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, loud noises. Yeah, and then I try to apply this like soothing your own inner child thing, and I think it kind of helped with the loud noises. Like I'm not as freaked out, and it's like, and then like at night when I lay down to sleep, like I would start crying, and I would feel so scared. And then when you Google this, it actually like these things relate to like your childhood and just everything. I'm like, wow, so much explanation. I mean, I don't know if it helps. I mean, yeah, it helps to definitely understand like your triggers and why you react a certain way. But my therapist ended up being my older sister figure that I didn't have, or that I was trying to seek out. So I can see that I definitely have issues with like, or like I needed to find like female figures to fill in those spots for me. Just because I lack those, because like the sister figure that I had was one of the narcissists that I was just telling that I was just mentioning earlier. And then yeah, my mom, and then like I always struggled with like best friends or like close friends. Yeah, I was either their closet friend, like they weren't proud to say that like they were friends with me, and then there'd be people who would be using me for clout, and then just straight up taking advantage of me just because like I mean I was like a people's pleaser, so I also enabled it. I'm not saying it's all their fault. Like in order to have a narcissist, you must have the person for them to hoover, for them to like fill their fucking empty soul. uh yeah, that's all I had to share. um Give me one moment. I need to rinse my face because this mask is it's great, but I don't like the residue. I know you're supposed to leave it on, but it's irritating for me that it's still there. It's not irritating my skin, it's just irritating me. Oh my god, no! 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 Apparently self-awareness is also really bad. Apparently being too self-aware, because I don't know if you guys watch like Dr. K, healthy gamer. But he was talking about how there's a video about being like too self-aware, and he basically just said like he compared it to like a deer. Like a deer will go to like try to look for food in 10 different places, and if he doesn't find food in those 10 different places, he doesn't think he's a stupid fucking deer and he's going to kill himself. He's not going to do that. No, he's going to go to the 11th place to look for food. And when he shared that concept, I thought, it's true. You know, how come when I run into like a firewall, the most immediate thing is like, oh fuck, I fucking hate myself. I'm gonna kill myself. You know, like I hate this. Like I can't keep going, but you can. Like just be a deer. Just you're not stupid. It's just life. Just keep going. Just don't go back to those places with no food. No. Yeah. I think because of the pandemic, mental health became more trendy. So there are more, the resources were a lot easier to access, and people were being more open minded about it. And it kind of sucked, in my opinion, that it took like a pandemic for us to take mental health seriously. Um, I also want to say, like my psychiatrist and my therapist asked me this: why do I choose to post my my issues online? And I think it was like, I think they mentioned like, or like they asked me if it was like a cry for help, like attention and stuff like that. And I wouldn't say like attention in like a clingy, needy way, but like definitely siding more to like cry for help just because like no, I was invisible. And I was suicidal, and I was like, well, I guess before I leave I should try to help or something, right? So I don't know. I guess that's what this channel is. um uh yeah, okay, I forgot what I was trying to say again. Yeah, be a deer. Be a deer, keep going. uh oh yeah, I think, yeah, venting's great too if you can find, because I also don't want to like annoy people or only treat them like a soundboard, because that's how I was. And because I had like no self-respect. Like you could literally use me however you wanted. And yeah, that's the other thing. Set boundaries for yourself, and like self-respect goes a long way, because it's really true. If like you don't respect yourself, other people really don't. Oh yeah, I was trying to say, um despite the millions of views that my videos got, and like despite like the very sensitive topics I talked about, I have never been reached out for help. And what I'm trying to get at is, you are the only one out there for yourself, so you have to look out for yourself. Like, I put up like the child molestation thing. Like, of course nobody like came out to like no sort of um things were never escalated to like a point of resolution. I mean, of course, like those, like the child molestation thing was like when I was a child, obviously, but like there was never something like, oh, like I mean, I don't know. And then the racist Mac thing, never contacted. Like, and then like the acne thing, the only people that reached out were companies who wanted me to advertise for them. So like nobody will ever help you, really. Um, cause yeah, I mean, I don't really remember if I was trying to like get help that way by posting it online. But now that I think about it, it's kind of interesting that like despite the millions of views, like there nothing was ever done about like anything. And like I don't know if like there should have been, like should Mac have contacted me after that video, or like, well, I mean, it's been so many years, it's fine. But I'm just reflecting. And then like with the molestation video, I know it was in my childhood, but then would authorities should have contacted or reached out? Like, if there's someone out there putting out a story, I mean, it could, I mean, okay, like there's no proof, obviously. Like it's just me, but like not even like a just, hey, what's going on, like in the records. um so like, I'm sorry, so if you ever want something to be done, like don't wait for someone else to do it, because like most likely like they're not going to help you. I mean, my cases were pretty unique, I guess, or not unique, just like it's hard to help those cases. um but I would say I wouldn't have gotten the mental health support I did if it wasn't for the fact that I was trying to drop out of a course in university. And then the person who handles like all the academic, like your courses, she was like, how's your mental health? And I'm like, oh my god, nobody's ever asked me before. And then I'm pretty honest. And I was like, feeling suicidal. She's like, are you planning? I'm like, to commit? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh no. She's like, do you want to see a counselor? And I'm like, sure, why not? And yeah, that spiraled into having great mental health support. But prior to that, I was, I feel like I wasn't taken seriously when I was younger. Because I would get rejected by clinics because I was too self aware, which is exactly what they said. So my family doctor was referring me to this one clinic, and they called me and was like, hey, it wasn't even the psychiatrist, it was like the receptionist. The receptionist was like, what's your story, like, just like, what's wrong with you, like, just. And I'm like, oh, I'm in public, taking public transit, like, I'm not really comfortable talking about that right now, can I call you back later? And they're like, no, we're not gonna see you if you don't tell us. And I'm like, fuck. So I told them on public transit. And after all of that, they were like, well, you seem like you know what you're going through, so we're going to give help to people who actually need it. And yeah, I fucked that clinic. Yeah. And I was really discouraged afterwards. Um, yeah. I don't even know if we're even gonna get into Final Fantasy today. um, but thanks for letting me just ramble, because, like, I don't want any dead air. But then when I ramble, I don't know if I make sense. Uh, yeah, that damn clinic. And then back then, like, my family doctor would just give me like, just like, just antidepressants. I didn't take them because I felt like that wasn't what I needed. I needed to, like, talk to someone, and I couldn't get that. But I mean, now I am on antidepressants, and maybe I should have started like way, 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 way earlier. But I was really stubborn back then. I was like, I don't want to be medicated. But ever since I found out that I actually have, like, I have really bad allergies. I went to see an immunologist, and I got an allergy test done. And then I I posted the photo on Instagram of, like, my wrist with all the bumps, and I got flagged because they're like, stop showing self-harm on your Instagram stories. I was like, what the fuck? I was just like, my wrist like this with, like, red bumps. But I mean, I guess it's good that they have that sort of, like, mm, that filter, I guess, to just make sure, like, people aren't posting self-harm stuff. But then but then if you had a friend that was posting self-harm stuff on Instagram, like, wouldn't you want to make sure you saw it so then you could help them? I don't know. Um, so, um, oh yeah, I was like super suicidal then, so I felt like being medicated with antidepressants wasn't gonna help anyways, because I was gonna be probably out next month. But my friend asked me like a really great question. She was like, "Okay, when do you realistically think you're gonna commit suicide?" And then I'm like, "Oh my god, I don't know. Maybe next year." She's like, "Okay, what are you gonna do in this next year?" I'm like, "Oh, you're right. What am I gonna do?" And then I'm like, "Oh, I guess I'll just make use of my time." um, yeah. Because when she asked me, I just got like, I was like into plants, and I was like, well, I do want to see my plants like grow next season, so I guess I should stick around until then. And then I got Bingsu, my cat, and cats can live for a very long time, and now I had to extend my life of how long. Yes. Hi. Hi, yesterdays. Hi, March. What server do you play on? Hi. I went on like a full ramble. um, yeah. It's been a struggle. I've been getting like 2000 like two 2002 so many times, but I am almost so close. My boyfriend was saying how like I'm gonna get in when in like it's 8 p.m. EST. It's only 5 p.m. But I have a feeling once I get in, I'm just gonna be too tired to play. Um, yeah. How are you guys? Wellness check. Let me know how you guys are doing. Um, is it normal to like just lose your train of thought this often? Because sometimes I'll be talking and then it'll just go dead silent. Oh, I see. How are the queues? Do you raid? I used to raid, like Savage Raid. um, I love this game. I was mentioning earlier how Final Fantasy helped me like kind of learn what type of person I am, or learn to be funny without doing dirt faces. And I met a lot of great friends on Final Fantasy. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You logged in and you're like, I'm too tired. Earlier today, I my queue was at 43 and I was just staring at it. I'm like, I can't. I need to take a nap. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know if like I'm oversharing when I talk about my mental health cuz or like if I just talk about what's on my mind, which is usually mental health related or just something cuz I feel like I'm constantly trying to like figure out my brain and like how I think, how I behave. Um, cause now I kind of have to think of like my life as like a yeah. Let's say like Final Fantasy 14. Like it's a game. I think my depression was so much sort of like I was playing the free trial. Um, like I had the free trial of life where I was this like internet person. Okay, I just recently, ever since I had like this whole narcissist person come into my life and make me realize I've come such a long way since then. And I was like, yo, 10-year-old me would have thought I was cool. I have a cat that acts like a dog. I have like a 10-year long relationship. Like my dad loves me. I have a hobby with plants, hobby with gaming. I have a great community like you guys. I have great friends around me. And yeah, it's like, do I want to pay the subscription of life after I did the free trial? Because after I went through like, I think I went through, I sped run or speed ran life with like trying to make money and like just like be an adult when I should have just been a fucking kid. Should have just been a teenager and had fun. But no, I decided to go chase after like being financially stable because of the way my family was. Like it just gave me so much anxiety. And I was trying to like be like, okay, like maybe if I became like someone, if people saw who I was, like that I existed, like maybe I would be happy. But then when I did get like the attention from like, or like when people did see me like through YouTube, and I realized I was like, I don't think I care about like being popular. I mean, the money was great. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, oh, I don't think I really care about being like popular or famous. Like I thought if I was a popular one, like I'd be like happy, but no, I wasn't. Like I'm an introvert. um, and I kept like chasing after all of these things to see if I was happy. Like if I if I was like my hobbies, like for example, like cosplay. like I was filling this void. I thought like if I like cosplay was like my thing, and I would be like so happy and fill the void. Did not. And then I kept doing this with many things in my life, and I've fizzled down to like the conclusion. No, okay, I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Uh, so I felt like I was depressed because I was still on like the free trial of like the game of life, and I didn't know if I wanted to pay the subscription because I knew what life was going to be like if I had to commit. And I am playing this like saved game where I have like a lot of flaws and I did my stats wrong and stuff. So how do I move on from this saved game? And it's not like Animal Crossing where like you just restart a new island, right? You can't just like start a new fucking life. You can't just be like, I'm gonna kill myself and then I'm gonna respawn a new life. No, you are a program that needs a lot of updates. You have bugs, you have like user issues, and you have to continue to enhance that over the years, right? Sorry, let me look at like the comments. Savage raids are very anxiety inducing, but I healed the Shiva one. I mean, my co-healer was really good, so he probably just like carried me, but I have I heal now because I've atoned to atone for the sins I committed as a dragoon, because I was definitely a floor tank in the beginning of my Final Fantasy career. Oh yeah. Um Doctor I think I think Matthew Hussey had a video where it was uh like hating yourself for like your past mistakes and stuff. Um he was saying how like if you keep saying, "Oh, I wish I knew," then you are wishing for an alternate reality. You're wishing for a less ignorant version of yourself. And who's to say? Okay, so for example, for like the narcissist that I said like was in my life, that was my sister figure. That I wanted to be my sister figure, but it just was not. Um, so I can say if I knew she was this person, I wouldn't have let her back into my life. But it was because I let her back into my life that I now know I shouldn't do that with narcissists. Like, same thing. Like, just you're wishing for like a more for to be a ignorant version of yourself, and who's to say like you wouldn't have cut them out earlier or cut them out later? It would have happened eventually. And I try to sort of have these like closures with myself, with past friendships. Like it was gonna happen eventually, but maybe it sucked the way it ended, but it was gonna happen eventually. And who's to say it wasn't gonna end in a worse way? And who's to say like if they stayed in your life, they wouldn't have done worse things? So maybe I cut people out at the right time, the wrong time. But the point is, I'm at a point in my life where I'm really happy with whoever is in my life. And I sort of am learning how to do boundaries, set boundaries. I mean, I still let the wrong people into my life. So I learned that it's okay. It's not okay to stereotype. Stereotyping is bad, but labeling is okay. It's sort of okay. Oh, I was on Lexapro too. I don't think it worked for me. Yeah, so with your antidepressants, that happens. Like it gets worse before it gets better. And like that was the whole reason I didn't want to take antidepressants. I was like, okay, I'm at a really low point. If I take this, will I kill myself? That was also one of the reasons I didn't want to take antidepressants at the time. But I think you have to wait maybe 6 weeks, 4, 6, 8 weeks. Oh, really? Where are you from? Did you read like the pamphlet? I read the pamphlet for Accutane and it was like, we don't know why it works, but it does. So if you take it, it's on you. But yeah, like the antidepressants, they always have these like crazy like warning labels and stuff. But yeah, it takes a while. It definitely gets worse. I don't know if it's also the reality that you're like addressing your mental health, and I don't know how long it took you to get on medication, but I think I was also stubborn. Maybe I saw medication as like being weak. I don't know. I don't know what like my reasoning was um for being so resistant. So oh well no wait, yeah, cuz I didn't feel like I was taking antidepressants anyways. Um don't worry. We're all slightly medicated here. So yeah. I haven't experienced that many people with nursing. Oh. Um it's kind of weird for a psychiatrist to say that, but it definitely got worse before it got better. Yeah, we have warning labels like that. I want to say that your brain is very cool because it although it put you into like a depressive state, it's um I feel like sometimes like it's to protect us or like it's like we can't I don't okay blah, 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 blah. Wait, sorry. Very specific case for me. Sorry. Let me just forget what I was going to say. Uh forget it. What else did you try? Like non you mean like non anti like non medicated uh how do you treat depression without medication? I feel like mine like I when I was trying to do it without medication, I was just trying to fill too many voids. But I was uh Lexapro your libido is just like goodbye. I was talking to some of my friends who like we're all fucking medicated, right? And then we talk about like our libido is just dry as fuck. Dicks don't work. Like it's so funny. um sorry, like I have a lot of dark humor with like my mental health. I don't know if you guys do. Uh wow, you've been going to therapy weekly? Oh wow. Wow, that's I'm really proud of you. You exhausted like all possible options, which is great. Um I hope the antidepressants work for I just want to say, I think I've been taking antidepressants for I think over a year now. Mm, mm, yeah, over a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, year and a half. Yeah, but I want to say I switched my medication so many times. Do not ever like feel like you are annoying your uh healthcare practitioner about like your medication. So okay, I ran out of my antidepressants this week and I just got them yesterday and I felt off the whole week, which is why I didn't stream last week. It's just I felt like what's the fucking point? Like I hate this. um yeah, if you're like after a couple weeks you I also don't know what it means for antidepressants to work, but never ever stop taking them until unless your doctor is like tapering you off of them. But I've tried so many antidepressants. I don't even know if it works. I'm just keep going, just keep taking it, keep trying. Eventually you'll find something that works. Apparently, I'm still in the process of that, but I have a friend. He has like a very specific cocktail. I think of like 3 or 5 medications with like very specific doses that work spectacularly for him. Oh, I wish I remembered. I can try looking at my pharmacy app thing. Um yeah, before I got my allergy medication, I was suffering. I couldn't sleep. Um, there were so many issues, like my breathing issues, allergies. So I didn't actually have to get the septorhinoplasty done. I mean, like, yeah, I did have a deviated septum, but the main point was to help with my breathing. It helped a bit, the surgery, but I was still having issues. And then when I finally saw like the allergist, he's like, "Yeah, your allergies are bad." So now I take allergy medication, and life is a lot better when you're not allergic to literally everything. I have year-round allergies apparently. Dust mites, ragweed pollen, and I'm also mildly allergic to pets too. Um, Oh, sorry. I was trying to. Yeah, let me check my medication history. So right now I'm on Quatapin Fumar XR 50 milligrams. Yeah, the nasal spray, right? Every fucking day. Oh god, I don't even. How do I tell it's antidepressants? Let me see. El Escitalopram oxalate. I think that's Lexapro, right? Oh, amitriptyline HCl 25 milligrams. Oh, cetraline 25 milligrams. So, okay. When did I have this? Oh, okay. Yeah. One, two, three, four. So I'm on my fourth antidepressant. Oh, apparently there's a way you're supposed to do it where like you have to angle the nasal spray in a way where like if it runs down your throat, you're doing it wrong apparently. Oh, Zoloft. I see. I didn't know there were like generic names. uh, Amitriptyline and then Lexapro, right? Yeah. Okay. Amitriptyline, JIT brand name. Elavil? Elavil? Other name. Seroquel. Is that the generic name? Generic name. Lexapro. Okay. Yeah. Apparently the first one I tried, the Zoloft, was supposed to be the one that like I had a migraine for like 22 hours. Like the first time I took it, he's like, "Oh, that's not supposed to happen." But apparently that was supposed to be the one that's like the one that works. But I guess it didn't work for me. I want to get those allergy shots when COVID is over, cause no, fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Come on, come on. My friend told me like if I log in fast enough, like I won't lose my place in line. Yeah, I hate when like it's like you're the 1%. It doesn't work for the 1%. But yeah, don't give up. Like I'm still figuring out what like medication works for me. Um, but I'm really glad you were like working out and doing all that cool stuff. The holistic that those are great. I want to say that plus medication is great. It helps. Like we need some training wheels, just a bit, to get us through. Um, like last week, even though I fell off, it was a pretty good week because I sold like 30 or 40 plants, made a great big dent in my collection, and yeah, I made some decent money, which funded more plants. But I was having issues with like my plants, and I was trying to reinvigorate my love for plants by buying new plants. And then I ended up with like the pest infested plants, and it was like I was trying to get like new plants with no pests. Um, but I want to say it's still a journey from here. I got there's a lot of webbing. I saw like a regular spider in it, so I was kind of like maybe I should keep it so it can actually eat the fungus gnats. But then I contacted the store. Grow for it. Grow for it without the W. And then I got it via Plant Runs. Plants and then Z Run. um, yeah, I contacted them. I wasn't really expecting anything, but they gave me a refund, and then they also gave me like they're gonna give me like a discounted shipping rate if I ever order from them again. And that was really great. But yeah, so sad. I just wanted pest free plants, and I ended up getting more. Um, let me read your comment because I saw something. 25 8. Yeah. This is like the firewall. The first 2 3 weeks are a firewall, and I'm really really proud of you for continuing to take them every day, even though right now it seems like they're not doing shit. And maybe for a while it's gonna feel like they're not doing shit, but like still, take them daily, don't stop. Uh, I had a hard time, honestly, taking them every day or just remembering or feeling worth getting a refill. Because I don't know, at one point I was like, oh, I don't want to bother my doctor about getting another refill, or like that my antidepressants aren't working. Like he's never gonna know it's not working for me unless I fucking tell him, right? And that's the thing, like you are the only one that's going to be looking out for yourself, so like you guys need to learn like you are worth it to, do these things for yourself and it'll get better. Yeah. struggle together. Like, we can struggle together. It's the journey. But like the thing is, like, after we survive this firewall, learn how to cope with it, or I don't know what end game is like when you have depression. Like, the fuck is being happy? I mean, I realize, like, I shouldn't be chasing happiness, but chasing, like, being content with life. Um, and I am content with life right now, and which took me a while to realize, but um, I just want to say, like, if you feel like therapy or like therapy isn't working or something, like maybe a new therapist, or maybe like, because I feel like you have to find like the figure that you were missing, and like then when you guys click in your conversation, like the my therapist threw out a lot of seeds for me that are starting to grow. Like, I didn't like a lot of like thinking concepts, like inner child concept, and then like writing a letter to your inner child, writing like a letter to like I wrote a letter to my mom. I never showed her, but it was like, it's for me. Yeah, so I think my mental health went from like, so from ages of being born to 10, I was I was relatively happy, and I really like loved like my life, and I felt so happy, but I couldn't get that love from my mom. Um so I am not the firstborn, and I was also born female. So, man, I was trying so hard to win her love, and then I remember like I was 10 years old and I just got my report card, and like they were great marks for whatever a 10-year-old can do at the time. And I realized, like, no matter what I did, my mom didn't give a shit about me, and that's when my depression started. I can pinpoint exactly when my depression started, which really helped my therapist and my psychiatrist help evaluate me. Oh, I also want to say I fucked up on my like uh when you talk to a psychiatrist, you have to tell them like your symptoms. Don't tell them like your like tell them the brain, like what's wrong with your brain, not wrong what's wrong with your heart. And therapists, you have to tell them what's wrong with your heart. I mean, they can help with the brain stuff, but like I definitely wasted um the first psychiatrist appointment cuz I was too all over the place with like what I was trying to tell him, which is probably why he got angry at me. Yeah, it's don't worry. I think it happens cuz like we just don't have anyone to talk to, and like we think like, oh my god, this is it, this is it's now or never, like I have to tell them everything, and then like I cried like through my mask. It was getting so snotty. But yeah, the second psychiatrist appointment, which I found like the missing mother figure that I needed, she I was very like, here are my symptoms, here's my life story, and then she also asked questions, and I think it's great. I really love that. It just I I don't know. I still think it's you have to find like that person you were missing in your life. So I was missing the mom figure that was like, "Hey honey, I still love you, but you fucked up. Let's figure this out together." And like she gave me very like concise like instructions, very simple. She's just like, um do this is your one like firewall, and then um once you complete this, you will gain more control over your life. Oh, because I was having anxiety attacks and panic attacks. Are they, wait, sorry, let me double check. Fact check. Anxiety attack versus panic attack. Oh, okay. I had an anxiety attack. Panic attack is more. Oh, panic attacks typically trigger worries or fears related to having another attack. Uh, uh, okay, well, it's slowly built up, so I think it's. Why are there mixed? Hold on. Oh, okay. I had an anxiety attack. Normally builds up in intensity. Yeah, it was really bad. Like having an anxiety attack. Yeah, I swear they're the same to a degree. But I was like, I had two of them, I think, in like 1 month. And it was so funny. I didn't know what anxiety was called until like grade 12. And then I was like, oh my God, these words, vocabulary, because like English is my second language. I learned English when I was 5. And then it was really, I had to somehow like, I'm not good in English or Cantonese, but like, good enough, I guess. Trying to juggle them. Hi, XY. Hello. Yeah, I was having an anxiety attack. And I was just like trying to like soothe myself. It was just so hard. And then she was telling me how like my anxiety is like alarms of like indicating that something is wrong with my life or that something I need to address right now that I'm not addressing. And she said like it's okay to feel your emotions. It's like um because I was using cannabis to help with like the anxiety, and it does help a lot. But she was telling me like, of course, like don't rely on it. And both psychiatrists want me to quit, but they didn't give me like a like is are there like panic attack medications to help? Like, because at the moment, cannabis seems to be the only thing that can really soothe, like take the edge off, is how my therapist described it, like immediately. But then my psychiatrist was like, don't rely on it. Like, you can use it, it's fine. I prefer you not to, but like, you have to feel your emotions. If you're having a panic attack, it means something is fucking wrong and you need to address it. And I'm like, okay, ma'am. Um, but I'm sure these were ways like my, I don't know, like the way she said it is I was able to digest the way she presented the information. So yeah, just I feel like finding a therapist or a psychiatrist that clicks is pretty hard. I think I got pretty lucky at the end because I struggled for so long, but once you do, it's really great, and it's very like you learn that you're allowed to exist, take up space, make noise, voice your opinion, make boundaries. Like, you're human. You're human. It's okay. Uh, yeah. Where are we in the queue? It's been an hour and a half. I had a really great session. This stream session. I almost was like, how good do I feel today? I almost didn't do it today, but it was really great. Thank you everyone for coming. I really liked it. Um, I'm glad I streamed. So, do you guys have anything planned for this upcoming week? I should really focus on. Oh, so another thing with like my life. So, if we compare to a game, I would say I have been focusing too much on my side quests and not my MSQ, not my main story quest. Like, I haven't been focusing on MSQ, my MSQ. I just focused on all of my side quests. Like I maxed out in botany. Like, look, like plant, and then I had this whole phase of like cooking, like I don't know if this makes sense for like non-gaming people. But yeah, I feel like I just spent too much time on my side quests, and I should really focus on my MSQ, on my main story quests. Uh, yeah. Oh my god, 215. You know, I've been talking a long time without music on. My bad. Where is stream lo-fi music? That's a pretty good week to look forward to the week you have off. Yeah, we're all just focusing on side quests, and we're like doing all of just. It's like we have to do all the fun stuff first and then do the main stuff. But then I feel like so if I compare myself to like my boyfriend, like he's been on his like main story quest his whole life and he hasn't touched his side quests. Like maybe sometimes he'll touch his side quests, but not at all. But like he's very strong in his main quest. Like he's very far along in his like MSQ in life. But then for me, all I did was like run off and like max out all of my like no max out like my side quests. Like, you know, just not focusing on my MSQ, but like there's nothing wrong. Like I learned it's okay that like I did the fun stuff first and now I know what life is like. I feel like if I focused on MSQ and I never experienced life the way I did, like through YouTube, meeting people, like being this invisible person to suddenly being in the spotlight, like I definitely speed run through like human interactions. And then of course like YouTube definitely helped with having a thicker skin or just dealing with hate. And now I don't know if I want, you know, now it's like I have to continue with my life subscription. Oh my god, 69! Let's go, so close. Oh no, the finals. What are you studying? Oh, I did not. I at U of T, I kind of just took like random courses because I didn't know what I wanted to commit to. It's scary. You have to make a decision, like on your education, and you have to financially support it, and you have to mentally, emotionally, physically commit to that choice you made. And I was like, yo, that's too much commitment. And at the time, COVID came, so it was sort of like a good like exit for me from university. Oh my god, I'm taking a chemistry course. It's a high school chemistry course because I'm upgrading my marks. Because I want to get into dental hygiene. But I mean, like, if it doesn't work out, then like I'll just figure something out this time. Oh wow, congratulations. Good luck, XY. How do we just call you XY? Wow, you guys are like smarty pants. Are you guys? Oh my god, one! One! We're gonna get in! I'm on like the last unit for the chemistry, and it's like, it kind of sucked because like, oh, so like in university, I took random ass courses. I took a botany course. I took 2 nutritional courses, like an evolution course. I mean, all of these things now, like okay, when I took like the botany course, right? These are all things that you can learn if you are into the hobby, right? So if you're like really into nutrition, you could like learn it like one night of like Googling, I think. Because when I took those courses, like now that like I have Bingsu and I need to like prepare, like I want to learn more about how to, you know, meet his nutritional needs, and I'm like Googling all of this stuff, and I'm like, oh, I learned this in university, but like it obviously didn't stick. Like, I mean, it makes sense now, and I'm like, oh, cool. Not that I have an edge, it's just like, oh, I learned this in uni, but it's only useful when like I actually need it in real life. And same with like the plants. Like, I wasn't into plant stuff until this year, and then all the things I learned in that botany course I learned through Googling because I was into the hobby. And yeah, like university is just not for me because I'm definitely not like the like study and then be able to just do it. I'm like more of a hands-on person, so I'm trying to get into dental hygiene because it's like college and you learn with your hands. But if not, like, I guess I'll have to figure it out. Oh, there's a curve? Thank God. Oh my God, it's been 1 for so long. You know, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna be so tired. I'm actually kind of hungry. I don't even know what I'm gonna do if I get in. Oh my God. I guess I'll do MSQ. But like, yeah, even in like Final Fantasy, I never did MSQ. I always did like my side quests. So I don't know if that's like a reflection of just my real life that I just focus on side quests all the time. Oh! Oh! Wait. Why did it move? Center on screen. And then lock it. Ah! I'm in! I'm in! Now what? Alright. Okay. I don't know. How loud is too loud? Yes, finally. I don't know, I'm kind of shocked that I'm even in right now. Um, I used to skip cutscenes a lot. Because I had so much anxiety. Like I just skipped the cutscene. It was really stupid. But like now that I'm calmer, like I don't skip cutscenes. It's weird. I guess now I feel like I'm. It's like I don't know. After I finish Endwalker, my friend and I were talking about how we want to suffer and play like the where you can replay the story with like your current character. We were thinking about we should suffer that way. I'm kind of interested because like I never really watch all the cutscenes, like bits here and there. Ah, Tataru. I think it's really cool whenever I see people with like the legacy tattoo. Like, wow, you deserve it because you suffered through Final Fantasy in its early days. Early days. Ooh. Oh, cool! Oh, cool! Wow, quality of life upgrade. This is nice. Now I don't have to fucking like guess where to go or try to remember where I'm supposed to go. Ah, is my character. How do I? There we go. I had a glam that I've had since like forever. Let me see if I can find it. My red mage glam. I have not changed this and I don't know. Thank you! I was really boring, decided to be human. But I've had this glam Like this outfit for my red mage. Oh, I guess ever since I was able to buy the augmented version and dye it, maybe since 2017, I have not changed it. Oh shit. I want food. Oh! Voices.
あら、聞いてきてくれたのね。よかった。
まったくだ。この町に住んでたガキの頃、そして今、その孫たちとシャーレアに当時のあなたは
Okay, you're Ranger. I'm never gonna understand you. Skip.
へえ、それ詳しく聞いてみたいわね。
エスティニアン殿はシャーレアンに行くのは初めてかい？エスティニアン殿？
お前、いつまで俺だけ？
違うんだ。これはその。
だったら改めろ。他と同じでいい。でないと俺も。
Little Lord.
分かったから。
ああ、ま、
Oh, why so sad?
どうかしたか？
ああ、いえ、そういうわけじゃ。シャーレアンはみな。ただ、相手にするのは世界の破壊よ。私はこちらに残りますから、また皆さんと無事に会えるのかなって。
For Tataru. I can't promise that. Oh shit.
間に合ったようでよく。
ホーリーボルダー。
私たちはこれからラノシアの塔へ向かい、国家団や留守を守ってくれているフラミンさんや任務中の面々が皆さんの無事を願う。私たちも同じ気持ちです。
Am I clicking it too fast? Are you guys reading too?
出航の準備ができたぞ。シャーレアンに向かうやつは速やかに。
時間だな。
I got in the game, but I'm really hungry now and I want to go make food.
では行ってくるよ。有力な情報を得られたらすぐに連絡する。
Okay, I'll stream for 15 more minutes. And then I will have to figure out dinner. But it was a really good stream talking to you guys. Like every time I don't stream, I always regret it, but then every time I do stream, I never regret it. So I'm trying. I want to stream more. Weekly for now. Bye, Tatari.
それがやがて世界を救うのかは今の私たちをして定められず、故にただ新たな幕開けにふさわしい言葉を添えよう。
Like, there's so many other races I could have been. Like Lala, Ro, but I chose to be human because I'm boring. Oh, there's look, like cat girl. Mikote. Oh, and then you can be a bunny too. Actually, everybody like expected me to go Vieira when that was a choice because I always wear like the bunny ears. But then I'm like, no. It's not the same. Yes, food is always a good decision. I made Japanese curry over the weekend. Or Friday? No, today is still the weekend. Today is still Sunday. I made curry on Friday, and I guess I should try to finish that. I would also have to make some katsu. That is true. I'm getting like impatient. And I'm so tempted to skip cutscene. Because I'm hungry. But it's not gonna make 15 minutes pass by faster. I'll have some tea. Do you guys want to look at things soon? Oh god. Oh, sorry.
しれません。あなたが見て、聞いて、触れてきた通り、古の時代。けれど、あの時代を取り戻さんとする者の強い願いによって、そうしてかの神が力を集めるほど、私は急速に摩耗していく。それで今回だけはあなたたちは私に導かれずとも己の意志で星の過去を受け止めます。だからこそ始まってしまうかもしれない。星と命をめぐる試練、運命を決するための大いなる
So recently, I switched him to a different wet food brand. Oh yeah, he doesn't do that. He's very respectful. My friend asked me like if Bingsu rips out like my chair and stuff and my furniture. I'm like, oh no, I never even like, I didn't even remember that that's what cats can do. Like they can destroy furniture and stuff. And I'm like, oh no, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do a lot of like regular cat things. I don't know if it's because of his ragdoll behavior. I mean, ragdoll breed characteristics. But yeah, I've been trying to leash train him so I can take him on walks around the neighborhood because he really loves going outside. He like no fear of the outside. I mean, he's kind of done with like the streets and the road and stuff, but like that's something I think I can learn to teach him. To be like, no, this is death. I've been teaching him clicker training stuff. I think he gets it, sort of. We've been working on like, I teach him to like come touch my finger, not bite it, but like boop my finger, and he's been pretty smart and he knows sit too. I don't know if he's just sitting because he's sitting, or he like coincidentally sat when I said sit, or if he actually understands sit. Yeah, he's like a puppy. It's really cute. The routine now is I'm still trying to learn, like get him on like a meal time, because like he was just free fed before and he was so used to grazing on food that we had such a big hurdle when it was trying. We're still struggling with like meal times because like he just doesn't want to eat so much each meal, but I've been sort of slowly reducing the amount of meals and the portions are a little bit bigger. So we went from like 6 meals a day down to like I think 4 now, and I think like we have to work very 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 slowly, very gradually. Bingsu's not like we can't do super big changes, which is, I guess that's normal cat thing, maybe. Picky cat, since he really only ate dry food growing up. Wow, beautiful. Oh, the next trick? I'm not sure. Cat tricks. I didn't think that far. Maybe I can teach him like stay or come, or like into the cat carrier. Something useful, hopefully. So I've been doing like this. Like I'll hold a treat with my thumb and middle finger, and then I'll wave my index finger. He'll come sniff the treat, and then but he'll touch my index finger first. And so he's learned to like boot my finger gently,
待っていてくれる人たちのため
or
に
and follow my finger, which is, I think it's so cool. I mean, like, I don't sleep very much because of Bingsu these days. Just I mean, apparently he's pretty well behaved for a cat in the morning, because he waits until like 6 to maybe, like, usually 6 a.m. is when he would like be really like, oh my god, mom, entertain me, feed me. But apparently most people struggle with that at like 3 a.m. So apparently I got a really good cat.
諸島唯一の都市国家シャーレア
Wow, wow.
知心左翼を守護神として掲げ、あらゆる知識の集積者たらんとする学術とした。かつては帝地ドラバニアにも植民都市を持ち、各国からの留学生を受け入れていたものだが、ガレマール帝国のアラミゴ侵攻を受け、一夜にして大撤収を果たす。それほどまでに戦を嫌う徳学者たちは、果たしてお前の味方となりうるものか。
We play tag outside and hide and seek. He does have zoomies, but very rarely, because I take him out in the morning and then I play up to an hour with him. Like, it depends, because like at night I can start at like, let's say like I start playing with him at like 11 p.m. Like, he probably won't get super intense until later on. Like, we have like a couple intense sessions for like maybe that 1 hour. It really depends on him. Sometimes he's lazier, sometimes he doesn't need it, sometimes he does need it, but he'll let me know. He's really cute. He'll come up to me and he'll sit beside me and like stare at me and meow and ask to play, which is really cute. So he's very easy to take care of. Except the whole eating thing. Like, that's the only struggle we have. Otherwise, he's great. I mean, I wouldn't like get rid of him because he's like being a picky eater. But yeah, giving him enough food, like his caloric intake, because he's like a fucking big ass cat. Like, I think I'm struggling to give him enough food, so I switched into a different cat food brand that's like higher in protein, grain free, calorie dense, and I think he's happier. He's having less like he cries less. So I think before he was crying because he was hungry because he wasn't eating enough. And I definitely did not read any of the story.
それについてみんなにも念押ししておきたいことが。入国手続きでは所属や目的を問われるはず。
My skin is getting kind of itchy. Maybe I didn't rinse off the face mask enough.
という形で話を進めましょう。あなたは元からバルデシオン委員会の所属でしょ。私たちの引率や
了解だ。入国手続きは確かこの先だったよな。
Okay. Well, we are at our 2-hour mark, and today was a really great streaming session. I had a lot of fun chatting with you guys. Thank you so much. I definitely want to stream more this upcoming week now that like I have my antidepressants again. Like, hopefully I will get back into the whole thing. I don't know. I've just been so off without the antidepressants, so hopefully I'll like recalibrate this upcoming week, and I'll see you guys more. Remember to bring your sheet mask and stuff. Thank you guys so much for dropping by. Bye.